You've probably heard about the new health and safety law. It brings in new responsibilities for everyone in the workplace, including those at the very top. You might have seen WorkSafe's ads.
We need a new way of thinking about health and safety.
We reckon that all New Zealanders who go to work every day,
no matter what industry they are in
or job they do,
should be able to return home healthy and safe.
That includes forestry. Our work environment changes every day, throughout the day, so we need to stay on our toes.
We've got to be safe to go home at the end of the day. You know, we all got families.
I don't want to get killed out here. You know, my son will grow up with no father.
That's why the new rules focus on identifying real risks in the workplace and managing them, so putting even more weight on preventing harm. Basically, for forestry, there are 4 areas we need to do more on. The good news is what good operators are doing already. Here's a quick rundown on the 4 main changes that affect forestry. Those with the most control over the workplace now carry the highest responsibility or duty to ensure safety. That's the organisation we work for. The new law calls them the PCBU, a person conducting a business or undertaking. Despite how it sounds, the PCBU will usually be a company, not a person. All contractors, forest owners, trucking companies, roading contractors, and so on will be PCBUs. They all share that safety duty. They now have to work together to ensure everyone's safety right through the supply chain. Related to that is that officers, like company directors or executives, must do what's called due diligence. In other words, keep their fingers on the pulse, making sure everyone has what they need to stay safe and are working well together. Because the new law makes everyone play a part in ensuring safety, there's more need to reinforce worker engagement, participation and representation in health and safety. That means everyone must be involved, working out what controls are practicable and reasonable, and everyone has a responsibility to make sure those decisions are carried through. And there's changes around risk management, with the key thing being to focus on your business's real risks. That's usually the areas you know can cause harm, or when something's new, or during upset conditions. To know those risks and how to control them, you need to know your business well, which can only be a good thing. Essentially, good health and safety under the new law comes down to making sure health and safety is led from the top and that everyone understands what they need to do. And keeping your finger on the pulse, monitoring and reviewing all activities. Engaging everyone in health and safety issues that affect them and identifying key risks and taking steps to prevent harm. And also encouraging the reporting of any incidents and reviewing them. It might sound like a lot, but it's not. As I say, it's something that good operators have got covered. The new law gives us the chance to review, revise and improve what we're doing. Really, it's about communication and keeping our work standards high. Check out these links for more on the new law.